All right, well, with summer finally here, there are more motorcycles out on the roads because of these warm, beautiful days, and it's really a great time to cruise.
Yeah, absolutely. But drivers have to share the road with bikers. Lawyer Twilley, the founding attorney at LA Law, is here to tell us what can happen if someone is not careful out there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning.
great to have you with us.
It's great to be back. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this, we're talking about motorcycles, lots of motorcycles, especially like in the last few days. It's a good day to ride. It's a hot day, but you have, you're driving. But I mean, what can people do to stay careful out there?
I mean, pay attention. It's really becoming increasingly more of an issue, distracted driving. Okay, and what I tell my motorcycle clients or friends that ride is like, wear a helmet cam.
I was just going to say, here in Connecticut, you don't legally have to, right?
You don't have to, but it's smart to do it, and I understand the reasons why people choose not to, and I respect that. But it makes way more sense to wear a helmet, and certainly to wear a helmet cam, because a lot of distracted driving. Yeah. A lot of people on their phones switching lanes, and because you're on a motorcycle with a smaller profile, a lot of people don't see you.
Yeah,
right.
It happens so frequently.
Given the fact that Connecticut does not legally require you to wear a helmet when you have a motorcycle, in a claim situation, how does that play out?
In the claim situation, they will try to use that against you oftentimes.
Okay.
But legally, and if you have to take it to court, then that argument sort of gets pushed to the side a little bit. But they're always going to try. Insurance companies are in the business of making money and to pay the least amount of money on claims as possible. And so they will try to use those arguments against you. And that's why I always recommend that people that are involved in a crash, whether it's a car or a motorcycle, that you hire professionals, legal professionals, to represent you, because we know what we're doing, and we know that a lot of times you'll get taken advantage of if you don't.
Right,
because it can get really tricky, right?
It can.
With the helmets and the no helmets, and you have to hire somebody like yourself to really know the ins and outs of it.
Yes.
So how can a motorcyclist ensure that they actually have a strong case if, God forbid, something happens?
Excellent question. So footage is great if you have the dash cam, or the helmet cam, pardon me, or sometimes our cameras affixed to the bike itself. Witnesses, if you're on the scene and you're able to take pictures of points of impact or what happened, that would be great also. And here's the thing. There are a lot of cameras now on the roadways and on the highways and at intersections. So FOIA requests in order to get those that footage before it gets erased is also a really good way to go.
Yeah,
and what kinds of legal challenges arise in situations that you've encountered with, motorcyclists and car and vehicle drivers?
Great questions. Here's big ones. Speed.
Yeah.
They're always claiming that motorcyclists are speeding, when in actuality they may not be, especially if like you have a Harley with a loud exhaust and you hear that rev and you think that there's speed involved, but no, they may still be going the speed limit. It's just loud. So speed is one of them. Switching lanes is another type of deal, where a motorcyclist will switch lanes quickly. We're in a space that a car can't necessarily do it. So those are arguments that car drivers usually will throw out there to their insurance company. Hey, wasn't my fault, the guy was speeding. Or, a lot of times cars will make left-hand turns. I mean, somebody just died not that long ago up in the northeast part of the state, where a car made a left-hand turn right in front of a motorcycle, didn't see him. And, in those situations, a lot of times they'll say the motorcyclist was speeding, when in fact you just didn't see him.
Yeah, so there are some things you can do to keep yourself safe, but God forbid, if you're in some kind of situation, you really have to leave it to the experts.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, you got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Be extra careful. Like for pedestrians and motorcyclists right now, the weather's nice. Just pay attention.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy the scenery.
Enjoy. Yes. Be kind. Share the road.
That's right.
And LA Law is a community-focused personal injury law firm dedicated to putting people first. This is how you can get in touch with Lawyer on social media, 860-595-3163 or LALawCT.com. We love when you come, Lawyer.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Lawyer.
Nice to
Have
see
a
you
great
again,
weekend.
Mary.
Happy
you.
summer.
Nice to see you, too. Nice to
Plan
see
on
you, too.
enjoying.